Alright, welcome back to Shadow Stunts, y'all. I know y'all have not seen me in over a year plus, and you wonder why. Boy, caught another one. But, long story short, we back, and we got hella bikes. The FOI, which is what I've been building for a year, y'all didn't see it get put back together because I was locked up and I could not record the build, but she's up and running, and we are about to do some maintenance work. I gotta take the tire off, or I gotta take my wheel off, drop it off to Cycle Gear to get the new tire. D2CTs suck for wheeling, and I hate it so much. I gotta change my coolant out from the typical AutoZone bullshit, change some coolant hose line, take my thermostat out, check the thermostat, drill a hole, and then change some of my brake fluids out of my front master. And yeah, and then, oh, a little key tip today. Look at that shit. We scraped for the first time today. But anyway, let's get down to it. I gotta, I'm in a rush, so I gotta get this wheel off and then drop it off to Cycle Gear. It won't be done until till the end of the day, damn near. I wanna go hit a lot or find a lot and go practice and learn, scrape some more and do some more tricks, but guess that's not gonna work. Alright, so we got the wheel off. I just put these bitches on like literally 2 weeks ago when I got the new sprocket hub, and these things destroyed. Only one of them good. No mames. But that 60T sprocket from SS Moto and the indices. I gotta clean this shit off. It's so oily. I gotta clean all this shit off and lube up my chain. But yeah, this is off. So now to figure out, that shit's oily as hell too. Now to get this over to Cycle Gear. Alright y'all, so I'm on my way to Cycle Gear. Fuck out my face. I'm on my way to Cycle Gear to drop off this wheel. Hopefully they finish this in a couple hours. They got a lot of people doing tires today. It's just like that time of year, beginning of summer. Everybody gotta get their tires done. Everybody got to get AC recharged on the cars. Maintenance work, typical maintenance work for the summertime, so you don't blow your shit up. So, matter of fact, let's do story time. So, y'all been wondering where I've been on. I haven't really been posting on social or on YouTube for one. I've been posting shorts of me doing wheelies and practicing and stuff like that, but not really a vlog. So, if you remember my old FOI, I don't have it no more. My friend has it. Doesn't want to sell it back to me for whatever fucking reason. He's not doing shit with it, which is, that's his own doing. But at the end of the day, my old FOI, the red and silver one that I had a 52.2 sprocket. I got into a high-speed chase with it. The way that it transpired is weird, alright? So we were going to bike night in Sacramento. Me and a couple of boys, stunt guys, going to go to bike night, and then we cut out early to go and basically go hit the lots in Sacramento after bike night and hit some streets and have some fun. Well, if you don't know Sacramento bike night area, there's a lot of fucking cops in that area. Not necessarily as many cops as there is out here, but when you go to bike night, everybody there that's on a bike is a cop. So somebody within the percentile is be snitching on you and shit like that. So you got to be aware of that. Now, with that whole thing saying, me and a couple of homies were riding. We're popping wheelies. Homie went and scraped. I guess the cops saw him scrapes. I don't know if the cops saw me wheelie or not. They pulled me over because I just got the bike. I don't have no plates on it, or I did have a plate on it, but for whatever reason, the plate would not register to the bike, or it wasn't the right proper plate. I don't really know the whole situation. What I was told from the impound yard is that the plate that was on the bike would not register to the bike. So, and it was a lot of bullshit that I had to go through trying to get the bike back. I had people that wanted to help me get the bike back and everything, and I paid them back off, no problem. I lost my job again in the meantime of trying to get this whole thing situated. I was working for Siemens, lost my job. At the same time, I was already, like, I fucked up big time because I was going to get trained for free to do welding at my job at Siemens to weld, and now they canceled that whole program because of me, because I didn't show up. I got arrested. So I did a month in for probation violation. I did it at the branch. I did a month in out of, you know, the first charge that I had, I did 3 to 4 months out of 6 months, and the rest on monitor. The second one I did a month in, and then the rest of the 3-4 months on monitor, which sucked ass. Because if you know anything about ankle monitors, if you go to the CHP, like I had to in Sacramento County, because they don't have a third party or a second party private ankle monitoring system, you are like, you cannot miss anything. So I almost got, you know, I got extra days added because I missed my first piss test because I was working. I just got off work, I had to go cash a check to pay rent and all this shit. So long story short, I'm not encouraging nobody to run, you know. This is not a video about that. I'm just simply breaking down like what goes through my head whenever I'm having fun, because everybody gets caught up in the mix. Everybody gets all that adrenaline junkie shit going on through their head that you know, you don't think when you're adrenaline junkie like me. I don't think about the consequences, you know. I just do. I just act upon intrusive thoughts, basically, and impulse. So I got pulled over. It was weird. So I got away from the cops. I parked up in the cuts, basically in the hoods of Fruit Ridge. Parked up on Fruit Ridge and 69th and everything, in the cuts, deep in the cuts with no lights on. I'm talking about no lights. Parked the bike up, I called a friend up to come pick me up. Right as I was calling a friend to come pick me up and everything, I get spotted by, I didn't even see a helicopter on me for one, because one, they didn't have their spotlights on me, but I did get droned and heat censored. That's the only reason why they caught me, is because I got heat censored. So even though I turned the bike off, they could still radiate the heat off the bike and off of me, and that's how they caught me in the hood. So even though I was gonna run, hop the fences and shit, get back to the house and ditch the bike and figure it out later, I had fucked up sticking by the bike, calling a friend, and getting caught by the drone. So yeah, end of the day, a year passes by. I get out in a month. I finished up 3 to 4 months later. I finished up probation. I'm bouncing around from house to house again, and now I finally got back on my feet again, to where I'm just really just staying out the way and out the mix. Long story short, the bike that I have, Beerus, the purple one that I've been building so long, that I really wanted to make content on and show you the full build process. It was a headache to get that bike back up and running too. Like, everything needed to be replaced on it, even though I was building it and replacing it. I went through 2 ECUs, I went through 4 harnesses, I went through 2 headlight harnesses, just to realize the whole main reason why my bike was not starting was because the headlight harness that I bought off of eBay was for a 600RR and not the F4i. Mind you, I clicked on eBay to see if it would fit, and it said it did, and they sent me the 600RR headlight harness with the so the wires were different for the bypass for the tip sensor and everything. So I went with the OEM headlight harness off of a friend in Vegas, and the bike started right up. And then after that, I had a bad TPS sensor. I had a bad mass sensor and a bad TPS sensor and bad injector. So I had to change the whole fuel rail and everything along with it, because the TPS sensor is not interchangeable, and you can't just change them out. So yeah, got that done. Now the problem that I'm having with the coolant that I have in my bike is causing my bike to peak to 260 plus when riding. When I'm like regular riding, cruising and stuff with air and the fans on, the bike is sitting at 245 while riding, which is not good. Like, I literally like my bike to be at 195 to 215 at the most, you know, when riding. And I don't even have my second fan mounted yet, so you can already tell like the problem I'm having. Alright, so rear wheels dropped off at Cycle Gear. I gotta go and take the gas tank off, remount this. I should order some gold heat protective tape just to keep this from overheating inside of here. And then I gotta go and buy some material so that I can make a block off plate right here, and then make a little thing right here. Yeah, I can't do a lot day. My lot day is gonna be tomorrow to shake down on the new tires and see how the Dunlops work. I know Dunlops work best for me because I can keep a straight line. So hopefully that is the situation, and hopefully my bearings are not shot on my rear wheel forward, right? So I gotta put this swing arm on that Busa, and I gotta tear this down, see what all is going on. This one is currently overheating. This one is waiting for the fuel pump to come in the mail, and that will be in hopefully Monday, Tuesday. And then yeah, just tightening up and fixing and doing the whole conversion swap. So this one gonna get the Gixxer 1000 tail conversion kit. So I'm just waiting on him to order that. He wants to either paint or powder coat the frame. The extra frame we're using to build another bike with all the extra parts for that bike right over there. Alright, so we started this bike up, right? It starts up and everything, but what we came to realization, and I'll start the bike up for y'all in a second. If you look in here, right there, the radiator is split in the center right here, which is leaking and just hella old. So a radiator for these ain't nothing. You can get those online, 60, 70 bucks. Just like the aluminum one I have on that one, which I'm gonna have to get another one because it got a small hole in it. Steering stabilizer seems to be okay. Needs to be bolted down better, but seems to be okay. The way the throttle response on this is just hella fucking torquey. Like, I don't like these handlebars. It's hella loose. It's just all around just not good. Hayabusas are very, very simple. Like, there's literally not that much vacuum lines on them. Hardly any vacuum lines on them. Straight, simple wiring to injectors and stuff like that. On 600 RRs, you got hella vacuum lines, hella hoses for coolant. It's hella shit. These bikes, simple injector harness and main harness, and that's it. That's all it is. And I'm gonna show you once I take out the gas tank on this one again, because I gotta pull the fender, or I gotta pull the fuel pump out, take it apart, and change it out. But I'll see if I can start this one up in a second. So I'm gonna finish doing maintenance on my bike. I gotta do the coolant, and I gotta pressure wash this and figure out where all the oil is leaking from. I know where the oil is leaking from with the grommet on my clutch cover, but it's still leaking on the ground. That's where I'm trying to figure out. As far as the booster goes, I got the fairing kits off. I'm gonna go over the wiring and everything like that, tidy up some wirings. You gotta get another radiator for one, cause that radiator is not keeping the bike cool. Possibly change out the thermostat and the water pump as well. You might as well do it as all one shot in one unit. Get that done, and do an oil change on his bike. Spark plugs, just because, you know, might as well change them out and do a full tune-up on the bike, and then go from there. Air filter too, get a K&N air filter for him, a K&N filter for the other bike, and just start having fun with this shit. I'm looking for another bike too. I'm gonna be getting an R1 pretty soon. I got a Ford Ranger as well that I'm gonna be picking up hopefully within the next week. That would be my tow rig for towing my bike out to the Bay Area and shit like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to this. I'm gonna jam to some music and everything like that. So I'll see y'all next time. Shadow Stunts signing out. I'm gonna try to keep up with the content again, posting more content, but I really just be staying out the way and out the mix right now. So yeah, see y'all next time.